by the end of this video, you are going to completely understand why some days it is so hard to get yourself writing. And even if you do get yourself writing, why so much negative talk can come up. It is the most natural thing in the world, and even the most successful writers deal with this. Like, it is just part of the human condition. And when you understand these three forces that are at play that really impact your writing, it literally changes everything. Like, a lot of people, when they start writing, when they go through the first phase, they'll actually stop and they'll go, do you know what, I can't be bothered today, I'm just not going to write. Or if you make it through the first phase and then you move into the second phase, you can start to really dump on yourself and go, this is rubbish, nobody's ever going to read this. You start comparing yourself to other people and you think, why am I even bothering? This is just no good. And that inner critic gets really crazy in your head. But then there's a third phase. And if you can get through the first and the second phase, then you are flowing. You are away off at the races and you're just not even thinking about it. You're in the zone and you're just go, go, go. So I learned about these three phases in yoga. It's actually part of yoga philosophy. And when I learned about this, I thought, oh, like my brain went, oh my God, that is what it is. That just makes so much sense when I think about writing. So there is three forces at play, and they are called Tamas, Rajas, and Sattva. Now, it's a bit like when you are riding a bike. You know, when you first get on a bike and you sit on the bike and it takes quite a lot of momentum to get going. It's not like as you're going along, you're kind of just pedaling and you're sort of gliding along quite gracefully and easily. When you start off, you go through the phase of Tamas, and that is, it takes a bit of a push to get going. It's like there's a rocket launching. You've got to actually put in extra energy just to get yourself started. So pushing through Tamas can be quite hard. It's like a heavy, slow kind of energy. It's very natural, and we need this when we're grieving, so that we can go to bed at night and sleep. We need to be able to turn off. We need this Tamas state. The only thing is, when you're trying to get something done, if you get stuck in Tamas, it takes a bit of a push to get yourself going. Once you get out of the Tamas state, then you move into the Rajas state. Now, Rajas is when you're go, 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 you're doing things, you've got lots of energy, away you go, you're on your bike, you've got that sort of momentum going, you're pedaling along, you're not pushing so hard anymore, you've got movement and you're off and racing. The problem sometimes with when you're in the Rajas phase is you can feel a bit agitated, and that's in writing when you start to just second guess yourself and go, is this any good? What if this is no good and nobody likes it? Like, why am I doing this? And you can stop yourself in your tracks. So often people writing, they'll give up when they get to Tamas because they can't be bothered. If they push through and they get to Rajas, they can stop because they go, oh, this is no good, and then they give up. The amazing thing is, after Tamas and Rajas, you go into Sattva. And Sattva is where you have clarity of thought, you have stillness, you have flow, and things just start to come. They're coming from like a higher place. You don't even feel like you're writing the words anymore. You feel like you're channeling it, like it's just moving through you and it's not actually even coming from you. And it feels like a sort of a divine kind of process. And it is so beautiful when that happens. But when it's happening, you don't really know it's happening because you're not in that agitated state. You're actually completely in the zone. So the most important thing to remember is, as an author, is that it is so natural to go through these different stages, these three different stages. And it's not that you're not a good writer, and it's not that you don't have perseverance and all of those things. It's just a natural cycle that occurs. And if you can stick with it and get yourself there and keep going and have that hope that if you're starting to feel the inner critic coming in, oh, I'm just moving into Rajas. I'm already sitting in my seat, so I've moved through Tamas. I've started writing. This might be Rajas, and I am going to soon be in Sattva. So happy writing, everybody, and I will see you in the next video.